finished, we have in this country an existential crisis in our public transportation system. You are absolutely right, they've taken a blow, and it may be a fatal blow for some of the private companies that provide bus transportation like DATCO in Connecticut. Airports like Bradley are gravely at risk. Metro North has suffered an 80% decline in ridership. Rail in the Northeast is seriously in danger, fiscally and otherwise, and most important, maybe from a human standpoint, the employees of these transportation networks are seriously at risk right now. And I have sponsored a measure called the Essential Transportation Employee Safety Act, which would provide more personal protective equipment, more testing, hopefully more vaccinations to these flight attendants, train conductors, employees at airports, all of these essential workers who are interacting every day with people who may put them at risk of COVID, and they have suffered serious losses. So I would like your commitment to the safety of these employees. I know it's in your heart. I know you have that sense of caring for them, but we need measures like the one I've proposed and the mask mandate order that the president issued yesterday, which I hope also will be extended to legislation as a national mandate on federal property.
Yes, you have that commitment. In speaking with representatives of workers, we've heard about their exposure to risks from COVID exposure all the way to assault, and we've got to make sure that workers are safe in this field.
On a matter also very close to home for a number of us in the Northeast, you're familiar with the Gateway Project. You and I talked about it in our conversation. Thank you, by the way, for talking to me so extensively the other day. The Gateway program includes the Hudson Tunnel project. Incredibly, these tunnels are 111 years old. Think of the era when they were built. The technology has changed magnificently. The tunnels are decrepit, degrading, and about to potentially collapse. I'd like your commitment that you will move this project, which is essential to all rail traffic, indeed all transportation in the Northeast. I know you will find a lot of interest on the part of my colleague Senator Schumer and Gillibrand, as well as Murphy and others up and down the Northeast in the Gateway project and particularly the Hudson Tunnel project.
Yes, I've heard this loud and clear from you and your colleagues and counterparts in the region, and look forward to working with you on this to move forward.
And the same really applies to the bridge across the Connecticut River, which is in serious need of repair and even replacement. It's a $550 million project, but I hope it will be included in any broader infrastructure program. And finally, let me just close. My background is as a prosecutor. I believe in enforcing the laws. Around here, we make a lot of laws, but you know, as a former mayor, how important law enforcement is. And the DOT, I'm just going to be very blunt, has failed again and again and again to issue regulations that are necessary to make the law real in people's lives. Under the 2018 FAA Reauthorization Act, Congress required the FAA to issue a rule establishing minimum seat size and legroom standards for commercial flights and review cabin evacuation procedures pertaining to seat size within 1 year. Many of us on this panel were instrumental in passing that law, but the rules to implement it still have not been issued. I would like your commitment that you will devote attention to rulemaking involving are essential to enforcing these laws.
Yes, I'll look into this and make sure that the rulemaking is keeping pace with congressional intent.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think next